Hi everybody! Welcome to Draw With Me Kids Edition, episode 52. Jester's hats. And maybe the jester that's wearing them. Right?
I'm going to teach you guys how to draw bells.
Usually that's what we find on a jester's hat. And we're going to do this for...
That's my mechanical pencil.
April Fool's Day. Last week we did spring, right?
Yeah.
Spring scenes. And we have Miss Rainbows did a beautiful bird with pink feather tips.
It's his name.
Oh, pink feather tips is his name.
And what his type of bird is.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. I didn't even know that. For some reason, I hadn't figured that out. It's beautiful. I love the pink, and I love how it looks like sunset. And this is my spring tree that I was trying to show you how to use your fingertips to do some of the leaves on and dip them into paint. And then I kind of mushed up my little pink dots, but that's okay. My robin, my bird, tulips, and the tulip I turned into a crab claw, and some Easter eggs. So she's got an iPad out today. She's going to work in Procreate. So hopefully you guys can see that. And we're going to draw some jesters. Hello, jester hats. So did you want to show us first off? I have a messy screen. Would you like to show us first off how to draw some bells?
Okay.
You got a couple bells there, don't you?
I have a trivia question.
You have a trivia question already.
What is April Fool's Day in French?
Oh, I'm sure we've got a few friends out there who are not only gonna know that, but maybe go to French school. Who'll be able to tell you, or who speak French at home. What do you think? Do you think we'll have some friends that will know that one? I think we will.
Yeah.
This is not multiple choice. We're from Ottawa, where I think a lot of people know both French and English. If you don't know French and English, that's okay. You're going to learn something new today. Which is what I love, right?
Yep.
All right, so show us how... Okay, here we're going to do a different... I was starting my thing. So why don't you show us... Oh, it's right on the screen. I saw it upside down on your screen. If you were keen-eyed and caught that, you might have gotten the answer on the screen. So why don't you show us how to do bells while we are waiting for an answer?
So,
What do we start with?
there's two types of bells I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So I'm having a snack.
She's having pretzels in case you hear crunches. She's eating her after-school snack.
There's kind of an upside-down U shape.
An upside-down U shape.
Then a very flat oval.
And a flat oval.
You can erase
Guys.
a little bit. I have a fancy eraser type.
If you guys hear me making noises, that's totally optional, but I find it helps my drawing. But you probably know this by now after 52 episodes, right? Okay, so we're erasing the top part of that flat oval, right? It's okay. You can put it down in a flat, like...
Oh, what did I do? No, it's not what I want. Brooke thinks I want something I don't want. Okay.
She's also getting stuff.
Leave a little itty bitty bit on one side to show that the bell's kind of like face that way. You can see it.
Yeah, it gives it a little 3D.
A little circle on the top.
Circle.
And then you can draw whatever you want or write whatever you want on the bell.
I love that. You're putting a heart on your bell. I think I'll just leave mine. I might make it a like that. You can even add like just a little bit of the, what do you call that? The hammer? No, the hammer would be something that would be out here, wouldn't it? What is the little thingy inside a bell called? That's not a trivia question. That's me actually wanting to know. What is the parts of bell? I don't know. I'm a curious person. I need to know these things. Yes, I did mean in parts of the bell. Clapper. It's the clapper.
That's just a little circle knob.
It's a clapper. It's what goes back and forth. Oh my gosh, now I know. So this is a little piece of the clapper.
And just a little itty bitty circle on the bottom.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
can kind of cheat on this part, but if you make a circle, should auto make.
Well, yeah, you can auto make a circle on Procreate. Facebook, not so much.
Whoa.
I could make one with something else, but...
Them.
Is this the next one we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need a circle.
Okay. Circle's going pretty big. Draw a little circle or a little
Hey, it's a silly episode. You go for it.
circle or an oval.
A circle or an oval.
And then you could draw a plus in it.
I like to draw...
A little circle on the edge of the plus and then right in the middle. On each of the edges of the plus and then right in the middle. Or you can do it on the kind of side.
Yeah, you can do it right in the middle, sort of like this.
Why did I undo that? Why is that gone?
It's sort of the opening where the little clapper is on the inside. Parts of bell. Now that I've learned something, I want to use it. I like to do it just sort of like that because it sort of suggests that it's round like a sphere. That's why I did it that way. But Miss Rainbows is doing it right so you can see it. I think that's pretty cool. And these ones we're probably going to use a little bit more on our jester hat. Because that's sort of traditionally what you'd expect to see on a jester hat, right? So I did a big circle to start with so I have an idea of your hat. But you don't have to start with big circle if you're not going to put the hat on a character. If you're just going to create the hat, then you can start. I couldn't do it because the layer was hidden. It's because I hid the other layer.
Oh my goodness, I had the same problem.
With a curved line, just like that. Start with a circle if you want to put it on somebody's head, but start with a curved line at the top of the circle, which is going to indicate where the hat's sitting on the head. And we have to get our answer. Nobody's answered, but that's okay. Maybe we want to give the answer to what is April Fool's in French. And I love it.
Poisson d'avril.
Poisson d'avril. Which literally means fish of April. I get a kick out of that because it's just so silly, which goes right with the day. So if you're doing a joke or you're doing a prank, I guess un poisson, right? Is that what you guys would say? Sophia's more in the know than I.
It's un truc.
Un truc, une blague. Joke or a trick on somebody. So what I've done here is I've created a band. I've created another curved line and sort of made it like a curved rectangle to follow the top of the head. So if you aren't doing the head, which I can't cover up for you. Of course I
My
can't.
character's just a hat. It's a little small.
You don't need this part here.
It's a little small.
Or is this a little small? You're doing it in the corner?
The hat
No,
on his head is too
Jesters.
small
Oh, the hat is too small. Well, that would be very silly. That would be really silly. Jesters are what? Or what? Let me rephrase that trivia question. I didn't say my trivia question properly. So next trivia question is: jesters are known to do what? A. Read stories. B. Sing music. D.
C.
Oh, C. Sorry, I skipped C. perform acrobatics, or D, all of the above. Next, you're going to draw.
I kind of know what it is.
Yeah. Sort of a semicircle there. And you can leave the top open because you're going to do
Like an oval.
a triangle. An oval? You're going to do a triangle, just like that overlapping that semicircle would create it. So it's sort of all one big shape, and you can just erase the in-between bits. Do that on the other side. Triangle. And just erase all the overlapping bits. If you want to have a three-piece one, because I sometimes see those, sort of do a bump there. You can make these as long as you want, as short as you want, and as many or as few as you want. So a jester was known for A, storytelling, B, music, singing music, doing music, D, or C, I did it again, acrobatics, or D, all of the above.
I'm going to say D.
You want to say D? Well then, say D. D, 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 D. So, you're going to take what you just learned from Ms. Rainbow's here and add it to your hat. I like to put some bells, so just 2 circles. Maybe you're going to have part of that third one in the back peeking out the side. I don't know. That's totally up to you. A 3rd circle on the back and a tiny little triangle is what I did there. And when we're coloring these, you can make them as colorful and crazy and different colors as you want. Because the whole idea is to make them very, very colorful because, guess what, guys? The answer to our trivia question is D. They did all of the above. They would tell stories, they would sing, they would dance, they would play musical instruments, they would make fun of the news of the day. So I guess if your parents watch This Hour Has 22 Minutes or some comedic show like that, that's kind of some of the things they would do. Is make light of some of the things that were happening. And jesters were often employed by the monarchy. So they were people that had the money to do so. They would have somebody there to entertain their friends and themselves. Weren't necessarily always tricksters or comedians or that whatnot, but they were definitely entertainers. We're very, very sad today because I think the moment that Sophia, Miss Rainbow's here, got up this morning, the first thing she wanted to do was download something. Anybody know what today is? Today is March 31st, which is the promise day for... Make my face here for my jester. Promise day for an update for Sophia's, Miss Rainbow's, one of her favorite games, Among Us. I think there would be even more sadness if it were the promise of 117 was late. But I think with Among Us, we can sort of, you know, we can forgive them a little bit because it's a team of, what, 3 or 4 people working on this?
3 people.
For a game
I believe it's 2
that
designers
is
and 1 programmer.
for a game that is popular around the world. And they're designing a map. It might be a bigger team now. They're designing a map that's going to be used by several people or several different systems. So I think that it's okay if it's not live just yet.
And I think that aren't they adding Among Us onto an Xbox?
Sometime this year, supposedly. So, someone was very disappointed this morning to start the day and not have. Oh my gosh, downloaded, right?
Yeah.
So there's my jester. Whew, I'm making a nose, and I made a mask for them. And I think I'm just to be super silly. I'm gonna have some hair peeking out. Some strands that might be tucked under there, and a little bit of hair peeking out. And going in every direction. Oh, and before I forget, we want to say big happy birthday to one of our regular viewers. Had her birthday yesterday, Miss L. Hope that you had a good birthday with your family. And we're sorry we weren't able to celebrate with you again this year. I just had my birthday recently, and having a birthday in a pandemic, I thought by the time I got around to having my birthday, maybe we'll, be able to have birthday stuff. But no, I had my birthday in a pandemic too. So to you, Miss L, who's had to do it twice now, we hope you had a really good birthday. And we miss you, and we're so glad that you like to join us sometimes to do some pictures. Right?
Yeah.
This is my gesture. That helps. Doing that kind of mouth helps. Maybe you see a little bit of the ear there, maybe. How's your gesture going along?
Good.
In case you're joining us, Miss Rainbows is doing Procreate on an iPad because she decided she too wanted to be digital. It doesn't solve our problem though. I did give you the idea, it's true. It didn't solve her problem though of leaning over her drawing because we don't have a camera on her face. So a lot of characters, like one of my favorite characters, an evil character, is Harley Quinn, and she is very much classic jester sort of costume. So you might recognize some of it from that. So I'm going to make this character have a bell jingly collar. I just realized as I'm drawing this, it made me think a lot of not necessarily Harley herself, but her costume. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that looks pretty good. Looks like a fun gesture, right? I'm gonna pick my favorite colors and draw and color this in. How's your character going? Let's see.
Good.
Let me see. You did it in a tiny little corner. You're really going crazy. I'm giving this character some longer hair, maybe. Peeking out underneath this cap.
We use 3, 4, maybe 5 different brushes to make the hair.
Oh yeah? Are you using some of your favorite colors? Oh, turquoise. Actually, rainbow. I mean, it's in your name.
Yeah.
All right. That's her happy smiley face when she goes meh. Eh.
Yeah.
So, let's color this in for a little bit. For the next 20 minutes, I'm going to color in my jester. How about you?
20 minutes?
I mean 10 minutes. I said we've just done 20 minutes in my head, and my brain said we've already done 20 minutes. It's 10. My mouth said something different. Way to go, mouth. Way to go. So let's do this. Let's do a nice purple, because I love purple. It's almost a magenta, not magenta, but maroon. I don't think I have a jester's hat around. It's kind of funny that I don't. I love masks and I love I do love jester costumes, but I'm surprised I don't have one lying around. I'm going to make these golden. I have to remember that this is that part over here sticking out. My goodness, this is a crazy, crazy character. I rather like her. This is probably the darker of that.
Just want to erase that thing.
Just to give some definition.
So, I'll get that. That's it for me.
That's it for you. You got yours done?
Yeah.
Okay, I love this character. Okay. I'm using a softer brush here to get some shadows in to the face. I decided all the rest of the shadows are going to be very dark and cell shaded. There is my jester. Wow, I'm done.
Yay.
Where's your jester?
Turned her off. Hold on.
That's okay. We'll show everybody the results. I'll put them up tomorrow in honor of April Fool's Day. Yay! And we can't wait to see what you guys have. So if you do have any gestures that you want to share, or jester hats or bells, or any awesome creation that you've made today, you can always send us a note either in the comments below here on Facebook, the Facebook Live version. Send us a DM or a direct message on the Facebook page, or on any of Sam Ian Art's social media.
Thanks for watching Drop My Kid Edition episode 52, Jesters and Bells. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like the video, and hit the notifications bell. That way, you'll never miss another Drop My Kids Edition or other episodes of drawing.
Yay! Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye!